Lake Health Systems welcomes you to this broadcast of high school varsity volleyball. We are at Fort Loramie High School where the Russia Raiders take on the Fort Loramie Redskins. Tonight's game is brought to you by these sponsors.
Number 3, CC Orchard.
Clopay Building Products.
8, Sherman.
First National Bank.
Number 5,
Keyhole Pizza.
Number 10,
Winners Meats.
Scott.
City All-Glaze Audiology. NKTelco.
12, Carly.
Precision Strip.
Navarro.
Carriage Works.
Kendall. Mott.
Seichbergman Incorporated.
Games are coached by Assistance Living.
Minster Bank. Home and Interiors. New Knoxville Supply. Cargill. Victory Machine. Hometown Opportunity. Kogi Plumbing and Heating. Skiercom.
Number 2, Ava.
St. Henry Bank.
Number 4, Paige.
Park National Bank.
Number 7, Lauren.
Kinnegard Custom Fabrication. Kennedy's Garage.
Number 9, Brooke. Holman.
Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Shelby and Dark County.
Rose.
Superior Aluminum.
Kate.
The Russia Inn.
Number 17, Hannah.
Busher's Market.
Number 24,
Finishing Touches.
number 26,
Francis Manufacturing. Owens Service Center. Rachel Cakes. Speedway Lanes. Warmer Construction. Jewelry Barn. Tom and Jerry's. And Western Mortgage, our fine sponsors here at Fort Loramie High School for a big Shelby County League matchup between Russia and Fort Loramie, along with Brandon Koberman. I'm Dave Kanapke. Let's start with our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. We'll first start with the Raiders.
Thanks, Dave. And looking here for Russia, Erin Watkins emphasized limiting Mackenzie Holscher there in the middle. She's got very long arms, and she can really control the game offensively. They need a good first pass as well, and they want to win at the net. That's where the game's going to be decided, is at the net. Now looking here on the flip side for Fort Loramie, look at their keys. They want to be disciplined. They don't want to give any easy points to Russia. They want to be consistent, play hard, all the sets in this game, and they need to learn and move forward as we're getting halfway through the season. The tournament draw is going to be coming up here in a couple weeks. They need to keep growing as a team, a very senior-driven team for Coach Rogers, Dave.
Again, those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. So we'll look at the starting lineups first for Erin Watkins' Russia team, sponsored by All-Glaze Audiology. See the starting lineup there on the screen. 1 freshman, 4 sophomores, and 2 seniors on this very young but very experienced Russia team. And on the flip side, the Fort Loramie Redskins, their starting lineup there, 4 seniors, 2 juniors, and 1 freshman. The freshman being Summer Hoying. And Brandon, this should be a great ball game. They play back on August 27th. A great game at Russia is Russia won 25-17. Fort Loramie won the second game 25-23, and then Russia won it 25-22, 25-17.
Yeah, and from what I heard is Russia played really well that night, and then they go and they beat Versailles in 3 sets a couple of days later, and then get paused for COVID. They were off 2 weeks for COVID outbreak. They come back, they play last week, they beat Anna, they beat Botkins, they lost in 5 sets to Graham, who's Division II. So a pretty good week for the Raiders coming back, but this is the ultimate test of how far they have come so far this season playing here against their rival Fort Loramie.
Kendall Bonham will get us started, and we are underway. Glad you're joining us here on NKTelco Sports. Mishit there by Fort Loramie, and the Raiders draw first blood.
And the thing that has changed is, too, Ava Schultes, leading junior, who'd be a big hitter for Loramie, out for the season with an ACL tear.
Big there by Heitkamp. Maurer sets Holscher, who hammers at Mackenzie Holscher for the kills. Again, a look at her replay brought to you by Winners Meats.
And that shows you why she's going to be a future Findlay Oiler. She just gets up on that ball, long arms, and great form.
Fort Loramie 9-2 on this season. They're coming off a 5-set loss to New Knoxville. They won the first 2 sets on that on Saturday, and then the Rangers, who are still undefeated, came back and won the last 3. Hit there by Sherman. Holscher will dink it, covered there, and there will be a Russia in the net, or a lift on the call, so a point for the Russia, or for the Redskins. 2-1 on your First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Dug there by Putoff. In the middle is Borchers with the dink. Wrap around to Holscher. from the back row, it's Scott, and it's blocked by Holscher.
Ooh, just right there. Good read by Holscher right there. He set Ashley Scott from the back row.
Solo block there in the middle of the net for last year's Shelby County League Player of the Year in Holscher. Monin sets it over on the second one. Nice save there by Grudich. There's Sherman off the blockers, and it falls. Kate Sherman with the kill.
If you want to talk about who's tall and got long arms on the Raiders, you look at Kate Sherman, the junior there. She goes up and gets those balls that are set sometimes maybe not the best, and with those long arms, she can dig them out and get a pretty good hit on it.
Bailey in the front row along with Sherman and also CC Borchers, as Maya Monin serving in an ace for the Raiders. Monin just a sophomore. One of 4 sophomores that are starting and also played a lot last year as a freshman, so a very experienced young team. And there will not able to get it over there.
It's a double hit, yep.
Double hit and a point to the Redskins.
Hit Sherman's shoulder, and she came up and hit it again, so that's why they called the double hit there.
Back to serve. Jaden Putoff for Fort Loramie. Close to the net. Monin not able, as she tries to set it back. She's called for the lift. It's in a tough spot there. It's either you go over and there's somebody going to block it, or try to set it, and she got in danger there. Fort Loramie with the 2-point lead as Putoff puts it into the net. Side out will have CC Borchers serving for the Redskins, or for the Raiders. Hit by Summer Hoying. Dug there by Monin. There's Scott. Dug by Grudich. In the middle, Holscher with another kill.
You can see why Aaron Watkins' concern is Mackenzie Holscher right there. She's controlling the middle here early for the Fort Loramie offense.
But she goes back to the back row. She's also a very good server on the team. As Brandon mentioned, on her way to play Finley as well, along with their setter, Maya Maurer. And there's a block at the net by Maurer and also Ratterman with a double block. 7-4 Fort Loramie. So they're trying to avenge the loss in the 3rd match of the year at Russia. Hit by Scott for the kill. Senior Ashley Scott down the line.
And you know, some coaches say you're only as good as your seniors, and I think the Raiders play is really going to have to ride on Ashley Scott tonight and how well she plays. She's got to be the senior leader for the Raiders tonight.
Dug by Holscher. Maurer was set Hoying a little bit off speed. I don't know if that was intended or it worked out well for Hoying. It's into the front row goes Jada Drees. And back to serve is Maya Maurer. Senior setter, one of 10 seniors on this Fort Loramie team. There's a long one, go a little long. Side out and a point to the Raiders. Simone Putoff will come in to serve. Another sophomore in this rotation for Coach Aaron Watkins in his 5th year. Hit there by Drees. Dug by Chapman. There's Scott will hit it long. And a lot of side outs for both teams so far, as they will say there was a touch at the net for that Fort Loramie.
That up judge is going to re-award it there. If we can give that credit to that kill freshman Carly Scott.
Take another look there as Carly Scott, and one of the blockers at the front row, the officials say went off their hands. Maurer backs that down the line is Oberding. So point for Fort Loramie. Into the game will be Grace Rose to serve. Into the front row is Jaden Putoff with a 9-7 lead for Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie 9-2, 5-1 in the Shelby County League. Their losses to Russia and then to New Knoxville. Scott is blocked. She'll hit it over again. Dug there by Loramie. Hit by Ratterman. Nice save by the Raiders. Maurer again to Ratterman, this time for the point. Hannah Ratterman with the kill.
If you fail, try again. And look there on the replay. Gets it through the block and don't give up on the play for Hannah Ratterman.
Served by Rose. For the ace, Grace Rose. A timeout on the floor by Ruschi. For Loramie with a 4-point lead on our First Nationals Bank scoreboard. Is real big. We'll be right back.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Welcome back to Grand Lakes Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. See the Fort Loramie team around Coach John Rogers now with a 4-point lead.
Yeah, and they've dominated the net early, and that's what Aaron Watkins said could not happen for his team, but it's what Laramie's done early. They've dominated at the net. Mainly Mackenzie Holscher, Summer Hoying's got a kill and a block in there, Hannah Ratterman as well, just to name a few players that have helped Loramie jump out to an early 11-7 lead.
Rose with the serve. Nice dig by Kendall Monin, hit across by Ashley Scott. Maurer, back set to Dries, blocked by Carly Scott, and it goes out of bounds.
You see the replay here, the play of the freshman, Carly Scott. You ask her to step in a situation like this. It's pretty big for a freshman.
Older sister Ashley now serving for the Raiders as they get the point after the timeout. Hit by Dries. Dug there by Carly Scott. Ashley Scott will have to bump it across. Chance for the Redskins. Maurer. Go back set to Dries. Jada Dries with the hammer.
And Laramie's got so many weapons. They can attack you from so many different ways. It makes it hard to account for.
Ava Grudich into the lineup. She leads the Redskins with 26 aces on the season. They've played, see, they're 9-2, so she has more than 2 aces a match. Close to the net. Here she battles with it. Maurer will set Holscher for the kill. Kenzie Holscher just right inside the corner for the point as we get another look.
You see Laramie's working it from all angles, inside, outside, particularly in the middle is where they've been getting most of their points. So many different ways they can attack you.
Grudich with the serve too long. Nice job by Putoff to let it go. It's Kate Sherman into the front row. That'll be the libero Kendall Monin. Now serving for the Raiders. Redskins have been leading pretty well this whole set so far as that one goes into the net. Jada Grease will go back for Fort Loramie. Teresa Jr. serving with a 5-point lead. Short serve, Borchers. Monin there to Sherman, hits it flat-footed. Back on the Ruschi side, all the way over Sherman with a big hit, Kate Sherman.
And that's good. That's better passing by the Raiders. I think that's another thing that's been the difference is Laramie's been able to get better first passes to their setters, put their hitters in good position to get the kill. That's what the Raiders need to counter back with.
Setter Maya Monin back to serve, runs his 5-1 offense for the Raiders. Hit there by Putoff, dug by Scott. There's Sherman, dug there by Heitkamp. There's Maurer over on the second one for the kill.
And Maya Maurer, you look at the replay, we said she's going to Finley as well to set for them. You can tell that's just a smart senior play right there to read the gap in the defense.
Veteran setter, has been the setter for many years. Serve across there by Putoff, dug by Scott. Monin will set Sherman, that's blocked back. Close to the net, put down by the Redskins. I believe it was Holscher that put it away.
And that'd be her 4th kill of the set.
Jaden Putoff continues to serve. Senior looks over at the Loramie bench at what zone they want her to serve in. Dug there by Scott. Monin to Borchers with a big hit. Kate Borchers. Or check that, Kate Sherman, I'm sorry.
And if you're talking about anyone that's playing good for the Raiders, you got to highlight the play of Kate Sherman. 3 kills for her this set.
Tall, strong girl with a nice hit from the left outside position as CC Borchers now serving into the net. Rushi just hasn't had a run going of more than maybe, I think he had about 2 points at one time when there was a touch of the net, but that's been about it.
And that's the definition of volleyball, games of runs. If you don't have them, you're not going to win.
Mackenzie Holscher back to serve. Hit there by Bailey Pullman. Holscher from the back row will sail along. Side out will bring Kate Sherman back to serve. Carly Scott into the front row. She joins Ashley Scott and Bailey Pullman in the front row. They're there by Quinn Scholas. Hit by Summer Hoying a little too long.
When we talk about freshmen, we talk about Carly Scott. You got to look at Summer Hoying as well. She has 2 kills here early. She's a freshman as well. A very solid player.
Hard serve there. Hit by Ratterman. Nice save there by Scott, and it goes out of bounds. Well, they got one more try, not able to make it. Point Raiders. As Rushi's creeping back into this. This is the closest they've been in a little bit in a game that Fort Loramie's led the whole way.
And briefly, we just talked about runs. You sense the Raiders are possibly piecing one together here.
Sherman with a nice serve. Dug by Holscher, hit by Rotterman. Off the blocker for the point.
Rotterman not hitting it too hard, but she's got 2 kills and a block.
Jada Drees into the front row, along with Rotterman and also Hoying. As the setter, Maya Maurer, now dug there by Chapman. Free ball to cross. Maurer will push it over on the second one, covered there by Monin. Close to the net, hit over by Monin. Close to the net, battle, and we'll have a
Call it Jada Drees in the net.
So point for Rushi as Simone Putoff in to serve. 18-15. Again, Rushi 3-0 in the Shelby County League. Fort Loramie 5-1. This is probably will decide the championship, as there's a kill by Drees. Usually Shelby County League is pretty balanced, but this year there's definitely the 2 strongest ones, Fort Loramie and Rushi. We'll see if they split the 2 matches between them or Rushi will win both. Right now Loramie in control as it sails long.
And these 2 teams played in the regional final last year too. Aaron Watkins said it was huge that they beat him in a set last year, and then they beat him early. So he senses that this team can be something special this year, but he knows he's got a challenge in Fort Loramie to beat them, not only in the regular season, but in tournament.
Fort Loramie won all 3 matches last year as there's blocked at the net. Drees and Rotterman there. Fort Loramie, it's 20 as Grudich goes in to serve. That means Holscher's back in the front row. I'm sure both teams are always well aware where Mackenzie Holscher is at on the floor. Rushi not able to get it over. 21 points now for the Redskins. Senior Ava Grudich trying to finish out this first set. Nice serve, nice job there by Putoff to get it over. Scott's hit is long. And there'll be a timeout on the floor by the Raiders. While we got a chance here, we'd like to mention that Grand Lakes Health presentation of NKTelco Sports is brought to you by Clope Building Products, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Seischfriedem Incorporated, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Securicom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kinniger, Custom Fabrication, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Shelby and Dark County, Superior Aluminum, the Rushi Inn, Busher's Market, Finishing Touches, Francis Manufacturing, Hoyne Service Center, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Boimer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's Western Ohio Mortgage. Our keys to the game was brought to you before the game by Keyhole Pizza. And on the First National Bank scoreboard, we're in set one. Fort Loramie trying to finish it out, 22-16.
Yeah, and if you look at the numbers here, Loramie pretty heavy proportionally advantage in the kill category so far. Good passing here by Loramie in the first set.
Borchers with the hit. Holscher goes over on the second one. They'll call her on the double hit. So side out to the Raiders. Kate Sherman in the front row. It's Kendall Mana now serving. Senior libero, one of only 3 seniors on this Russia team. Hit by Putoff into the corner, and nobody's home.
Good push by Jaden Putoff. Not a lot of communication on the back line for the Raiders there. No one going after it.
Jada Dries serving back with a 6-point lead. That will sail wide. A lot of missed serves by both teams here in the first set. As Quinn Scholas checks back in the lineup for the Redskins. Maya Monin now serving for the Raiders. Haley Pullman checks into the front row. Monin dug there by Grudich. Will set it to Putoff. Dug by Monin. Hit over for the kill there by that time by Maurer for the kill.
Maya Maurer there read the overpass. Something the Raiders have done a couple times, something they got to clean up here.
Maurer going for the set point here. Game serving 18. Dug there by Scott. Mon will set Sherman. That's blocked on the line for the point. And the Fort Loramie Redskins win the first set on your First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie 25-18. Both teams will regroup to the benches. We'll come back with a second set here on NKTelco Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year.
Clopay Building Products. America's favorite garage door is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health's presentation of NKTelco Sports. You see it on our First National Bank scoreboard. The Redskins led from start to finish as they win 25-18.
And it was the passing and the hitting that made the difference for Loramie in that first set. 13 kills for the Redskins that first set compared to the Raiders 5. That play at the net was big. 4 termination blocks for points compared to just 1 for the Raiders. So net play, obviously the defining factor. And something the Raiders got to fix is their passing there that second game if they want to get back in.
Yeah, Russia just didn't seem like they ever got in a real roll, and it's really Fort Loramie just creeped up ahead and just kind of traded points after that.
Yeah, and you're the Raiders, so you know that you beat Loramie the first time. They want you. They're going to give you their best shot this time, and you don't have the excuse if you're Russia to come back. You've been back for a week from that COVID break, but for the Raiders, let's see what they change up and what they differentiate the second set. If you're Loramie, you just got to keep up that really good passing and that good play at the net.
Hey, you talked about Rushi had 3 games last week. The last one was on Friday night, a rare Friday night volleyball game. They lost to Division II Graham in 5 sets, and that was the 3rd game in 4 days after they beat Anna and Botkins in 3. And yeah, it's tough to be. They were playing so well there when they had the break where they had to go to remote learning. 2 weeks off where they not just didn't play games, they couldn't practice either. Yeah. And it's just hard to keep that edge. Hopefully they have 1 week in and they can keep going in there. They really have a full schedule after this. This is one of 3 games this week. The next week 3 games. The following week 4 of them, and then the following week 3 more. So a lot of Shelby County League games to make up. Theirs is, they have 8 counting tonight. They have, or after tonight, they have 8 more league games, and then they have New Knoxville and Franklin Monroe to go. So
I believe Fort Recovery may potentially be on that schedule as well. You know, they usually play Fort Recovery every year, so that could be another team.
If they can fit it in that very busy schedule, it's like it's.
And it's ever changing with the COVID stuff. You never know.
Yeah.
So you never know what teams are going to be on quarantine at what times. You just cross your fingers that every team in the area can stay healthy at the most important times of the year in tournament.
So we're roughly around halfway through. Like Fort Laramie's at 9-2. A typical season is 22-2, or 22 games. As the first point goes to the Raiders, as Ashley Scott with the kill.
And I talked a little bit about how Ashley Scott's got to be a leader. 1 kill. 1 kill's not going to get it. Not going to be enough from your best hitter. They've got to rely on her more this second set.
Kate Sherman serving. I think they've changed who started out in the front row here. Coach Watkins did. As Dreese's shot goes wide.
You know, Aaron Watkins did tinker with his lineup a bit before the game. He had one lineup and changed it a bit here, so maybe he's going back to what he originally thought.
Sherman with another serve. Maurer tried to go a little bit of mix-up there between who it was being set for, and Rushi is starting off with a 3-0 lead. This time Putoff will hit it. Nice save there by Chapman. Free ball across though. We'll do the wraparound play to Holster, and that sails long. 4-0 Rushi.
And that is generally Mackenzie Holster's go-to play. They've run that slide play a lot for her, and it goes wide here. Rushi in their best rhythm and run in the game so far.
Dug there by Highcamp. Maurer will set Drees. She tries to push it there. Nice dig there by Chapman. Close to the net. Nice hit by Bailey Pullman. Nice job from the right side. Pullman doesn't get a lot of opportunities, but she makes the most of it.
And Bailey Pullman there on the replay. She does a nice job. She's got long arms. Way to go up and get that ball by the junior Bailey Pullman.
Holster has to dink it, and she did a nice job of dinking right over the blockers and making the most of a limited opportunity there, and a much needed side out for the Redskins.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, those long arms help her out a lot, especially playing in that front row.
Hit there by Pullman again. Well, this time the wraparound play dug by Chapman. Monin sets Carly Scott. Nice save by Riley Highcamp and hit over by Maurer. Good job there by Chapman. And then it will fall. Point for Rushi.
And that's who you got to go to. Ashley Scott, your senior leader, and Maya Monin needs to recognize that and feed her the ball at will, I would say, this game.
Simone Putoff checks into the lineup. Raiders with a 5-point lead as they lost the first set 25-18. Maurer chases it down, sets Putoff off the blockers. Monin says Scott block back on the Rushi side. Monin with a nice bump set. That was Kendall Monin. Putoff with the dink. Free ball to cross. Opportunity for the Redskins. They'll go over to Putoff for the kill. Off the net, Jaden Putoff with the kill.
Jaden Putoff does a nice job as you look at the replay here. From that outside hitter position, she does really good at hitting shots across the tape there. And a good kill there for Jaden Putoff.
It's Putoff into the back to serve. And there's an ace. Nice serve there. That ball was moving around there, but Putoff The lead down, cut in half, 6-3 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Putoff serve, dug by Putoff. Bumped across there by Chapman. Wrap around by Holscher. Maya Monen's there. Her sister Kendall Monen bumps it across. Holscher puts it down, not hard, but directs the dink almost for the point.
And you gotta love Loramie's composure here, Dave. Right away they get down 6-1. What does Coach Rogers do? He doesn't call a timeout, but they come back and get 3 points in a row. That shows you this is an experienced team right here.
Experienced team. A lot of these players were on the state final team that they lost in agreement in the finals as that sails out of bounds. And suddenly Fort Loramie within one.
Now that momentum that Russia had really minimized here now. Now Loramie on a run of their own.
Putoff continues to serve. Dug by Kendall Monen. Scott to Carly Scott in some trouble there, and we are tied 6-6. A 5-0 run here by Fort Loramie.
Loramie getting the Raiders out of position. That solid serving there. Here's got to pick up and be clean on that first pass.
So they had trouble at Russia. They had a lot of trouble serving that night. There's a dig by Ashley Scott. Monen takes it over in two. Dug by Schultes. Holscher puts that one away on the slide play.
That brings Mackenzie Holscher up to 7 kills on the match. Now 6-0 run here for Loramie. They just trailed 6-1.
You know, we always talk about who hits it at the end, but when you do that play, it's almost always a back set. And a nice job there by Maya Maurer. Setting here there for Holscher. Hit there by Ashley Scott. Nice job from the right side by Ashley for the point.
Third kill of the set for Ashley. It brings her up to 4 for the set. Snapping 6 straight Loramie points there. We're now back up at 7.
CC Borchers into the front row. Ashley Scott Sr. serves. Dug there by Highcamp. Highcamp will have to free ball it across. Dug by Monen. Monen, Borchers blocked. That time I think, is it Summer Hoying?
Summer Hoying, yeah.
It's Holscher into the back row. That means Hannah Rotterman into the front row. With an 8-7 lead for the Redskins. Dug by Scott, hit over by Monen. Maurer Summer blocked back and down by Maurer.
Right place, right time for Maya Maurer off that block there by the Raiders. Easy enough for her to put down.
Maurer, a fairly tall setter and definitely athletic. Has another, I believe, the second kill that she's had for the day. And Borchers with a nice hit through the blockers, but she hit the net. So what looked good for a minute there, or for a second, results in another Fort Loramie point. Fort Loramie, who trailed 6-1, now leads 10-7. Dug by Scott. Monen sets Scott. That will sail long. And there'll be a timeout by Coach Watkins as he tries to regroup his Raiders. They're down by 4 here on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Coach Watkins, as you see his Raiders around him, trying to regroup here, down by 4.
And we talked about it. It's the key to the game. First pass. Russia looked really good, really crisp at the beginning of the set, jumping out to a 6-1 lead. It was because of that first pass. Then it kind of falls apart there. Loramie gets their hitting going. The first pass is a little bit struggling. It's a bit of a struggle point, a weak point for the Raiders so far. And Loramie's been on a 10-1 run ever since. Raiders need to get in position, get a good first pass so they can get the ball to their big hitters.
Kenzie Holscher serves it, dug by Scott. Monen to Carly Scott is blocked. You have Maurer and Rotterman with good defense there for the Redskins.
Good offense, Raiders. Good first pass like we just talked about, but it doesn't matter when you get the hands up there and win the battle at the net.
12-7, like Brandon said, Fort Loramie on an 11-1 run. It's a big run in high school volleyball. There's a backside CC Borchers. That will go out of bounds, no touch at the net. So he tried to wrap around play there. Right now, Rushi looking a little confused out there as nothing's working right now, as that will be an ace for Holscher. It was, if you just joined us here, it was 6-1 in the beginning of this set. After Fort Loramie won the first set, it looked like Rushi was rolling, and it is, the wheels have come off. But give credit to Fort Loramie, they have picked up their game as well. And there's Carly Scott for the kill. Much needed side out for the Raiders as the freshman comes through with the point.
That's her second kill of the match and first of the second set.
Kate Sherman into the front row as Kendall Monin now serving. Dug there by Highcamp, over by Maurer. Maya Mauer's doing a nice job, not just doing the setting, also mixing in some hits as well.
She's got 4 kills in the match so far, 2 in each set.
It's a very high total, especially for a setter, as again, she's more than just a setter, very athletic player. She serves now. Dug by Putoff, nobody with the second one. And another good serve for the Redskins, this time by Maurer.
Maurer adding on now with an ace as well, so it's been all Fort Loramie ever since that 6-1 Raider lead.
Maurer, first team All Shelby County League last year. Dug by Putoff. Flat-footed there, but enough on it there by Sherman to get a point.
Mackenzie Holster wanted to push that ball, went right through her hands, and was biting her lip there.
Bailey Pullman into the front row as Maya Monin, sophomore setter with the serve, dug by Holscher. Maurer, back set, and a kill there for Summer Hoying. She doesn't get too many opportunities to hit from the right side, but she does a nice job here.
And a nice job there for the freshman.
Good form there for the very tall freshman, Summer Hoying. As Grace Hoying comes in, Grace Rose comes in to serve and play the back row with an 8-point lead. And boy, a great serve, that just dropped.
And Ashley Scott was bending down to get that one, and it just died right there before her.
You know, the serves are really moving, just like a pitcher trying to get a lot of movement on his pitches. So that one didn't make it over the net. CC Borchers back to serve as the Raiders need a run. Down by 8, down by sets 1-0. Fort Loramie not able to handle that. Borchers with the service point. Again, Rushi won in 4 sets way back in the end of August over at the friendly confines of Rushi Gymnasium. Right now, Fort Loramie's been in control as Jaden Putoff. Another hit in that spot. One of those real estate hits, and that it was very good location.
Location, location, location.
That's right, as Ava Grudich into the back row to serve, as Mackenzie Holscher, that means, into the front row. 8-point lead for the Redskins. Dug there by Bonin to her sister Maya. The hit by Sherman. Loramie able to save it. Kendall Monin sets Scott. Dug by Maurer. Second hit goes in.
Maya Maurer has just been a factor in every facet of the game tonight offensively.
That was a nice hit there by Putoff. Took it over on the second hit there for the kill. Scott, nice hit, but a nice dig there by Grudich. Holscher get the kill, but give a mark there by Ava Grudich with a big dig there on a big hit.
8 kills for Mackenzie Holscher, 2 blocks and an ace. So Mackenzie Holscher having a very nice game.
The Redskins up by 10 as Grudich continues to serve. Dug by Chapman. There's Scott, will go off the net, but I think it hits the antenna.
Yep. up judge and the line judge saw that.
As the Candy King was bouncing at the end of the net. The Redskins continue to roll. Now they get a bleeder off the top of the net. And everything going right for Fort Loramie here.
You know, sometimes it's like in baseball, you just go up to that plate, that ball looks so big. Kind of an analogy for what's going on for Fort Loramie here this set.
Hit across there by Sherman. Free ball to cross. Dug by Chapman. Hit by Sherman, and Kate Sherman with the kill.
And the Raiders better passing here. Kate Sherman has led the attack, 5 kills for her during this match. And a nice job for her to find the Redskin defense out of position.
Sophomore Sherman back into the back row now. Dug there by Grudich. Back row hit by Treese. Pullman will have to hit it across. Maurer will set put off, and a nice block by Pullman.
It's kind of a tough play for put off to get to there. Pullman in the right place in the right time for the block.
Sherman with another serve for the Raiders. Fort Loramie fortunate to get that over. Hit by Scott. Ashley Scott took the second one over for the point.
And that puts Scott's total up to 4 kills for the set. Raiders getting a little bit of a run, but it might be too little too late.
That one goes into the net, and set point coming up for the Redskins in the form of Jada Drees will serve it. 24-14 as Fort Loramie trying to make it 2-0. Carly Scott. Fort Loramie not able to get it across, so Carly Scott with a kill.
And the freshman, when she's got her opportunities here so far, Dave, she's done a pretty good job. 3 kills for her, second of this set.
Very efficient with her opportunities as Simone Putoff in. Sure she needs to keep it rolling here. Putoff will go long. It's 24-16. Sarushi has survived 2 set points. Have a ways to go there. Scholas with the dig. There's Putoff. Dug there by Chapman. Monon will set Scott, and a nice hit again by the freshman, Carly Scott. Timeout on the floor by Fort Loramie, because we'll get another look on our replay there brought to you by Winners Meats.
And yeah, Carly Scott, her number's been called too. 10 kills in the set for the Raiders. 7 of them have come from the Scott sisters. 7 of 10.
I'd like to recognize their Winners Meats, our replay sponsor, our Keys to the Game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza. Our starting items are brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. Our player of the game, we'll name it at the end of this. Sponsored by NKTelco. I'd like to let you know NKTelco and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on 503. Their replay times are Wednesday, September 30th, 6 p.m. and Sunday, October 4th at 2 p.m. As Rushi trying to stay alive here in the second set. Down 24-17 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Put off serve. Dug by Grudich. Just see hit across there by Putoff. Monon will set Carly Scott, and she comes through again.
And there, the 4th kill of the set for Carly Scott. A nice second set for the freshman. This might be too little too late. The Raiders have played good at the beginning and the end of the set, but the whole middle of the set has been dominated by these Redskins.
Scholas a nice pass to Maurer, and Mackenzie Holscher puts it away for the winning score as Fort Loramie wins the second set with an identical score from the first set, 25-18 on her First National Bank scoreboard. The teams will regroup and rehuddle, and we'll return on NKTelco Sports.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwieterman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Welcome back here to Grand Lake Health Systems, production of NKTelco Sports, along with Brandon Coverman. We moved to the third set. It's been all Fort Loramie as they win with the identical scores of 25-18.
Yeah, but it says 25-18, but that second set was all Fort Loramie there. The Raiders jump out to a 6-1 lead, and it looks like they're going to be in a groove, and this is going to be a little more of an even second set there, but Loramie had nothing about that, had no reason, no doubt behind it. They've been a well-oiled machine here these first two sets. They played well at the net. They got the Raiders out of position on the first pass, and it was all Fort Loramie. And they are playing like a very fine-tuned machine so far.
CC Borchers will start us off. Dug by Putoff, Maurer, and there's Holscher again.
And Holscher with her 10th kill.
She has very good vision. She has, of course, very good power on her hits, but she does a great job. I've seen him play several times this year. She does a very good job of placing her dinks. She knows where to put them, too, it seems like. Jada Dries serves first for the Redskins. Sherman not able to get it from the right side. And Fort Loramie up, down 2-0. If you're Russia, you need to get off to a good start here in the third set. Dug by Borchers. Sherman all the way over to Scott. She'll have to bump it over. Maurer wraparound. Nice block by Ashley Scott.
And Mackenzie Holscher got her earlier in the game. As you see the replay here, I know Mackenzie got Ashley earlier. She might have a bit of a revenge there for Scott.
I've always thought that play is a very hard one to block because the player is moving. The ball is on that side. And there, that time, Holscher would get it. And usually you have your best blockers on the other side because usually you have your big hitting on the left side. And Holscher got the better that time.
Yeah, she got her revenge there.
Now to 11 kills.
She knocked CC Borchers back.
Pulled off with the serve, and what a serve. Boy, she's had some serves. And some of the other Redskins, that one just dropped out of it.
And she's just all around had a nice game. At the net, blocking, serving, hitting. Jaden Putoff is doing it all.
That will sail long. Of course, a lot of these Fort Loramie Redskins is on that great, and I mean great, basketball team that was unable to finish a season undefeated and set a lot of school records. And when you set a record for girls basketball at Fort Loramie, you're saying something.
And that was the only undefeated girls basketball team in the Loramie history. How rich that basketball tradition is here.
That's a good point. And there's Carly Scott. That is blocked and down. Holscher and Maurer. Holscher will go to the net. You see there, they just smother the hit by Scott.
And it's a good hit. It's just Loramie's so well prepared and at the net, and they move so well.
coming off a loss to New Knoxville on Saturday, and I'm sure they had left a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth. And there's Holscher from the back row now, and that will go out of bounds. That'll be a kill for Mackenzie Holscher.
And that's her third kill of the set. So making her impact felt early. John Rogers knows to get it to, or Maya Maurer too knows to get it to the senior.
And there's an ace by Holscher. There's been some, if you're a Russia fan, you're probably thinking the serve receive hasn't been great, but there's been some great serving for Loramie. There's been a lot of movement on the pitches, if you will, or the serves have dropped.
Yes, very good serving from Loramie.
That job put off got underneath it. Ashley Scott pushes it through.
Scott with her fifth or sixth kill of the match. And if you're John Rogers, this is your 12th game. This might be Loramie's most well-rounded, best played game of the year so far.
Yeah, I think this is about the third or fourth match that I've seen him play, and I would agree with that, Brandon. They are playing all the way around very well. There's a nice pass by Highcamp. There's Rotterman, dug by Putoff. Monum will go over in two, and there's Scholtes. Rotterman for the kill. Great timing there with the setter Maurer and the hitter Rotterman.
And Hannah Rotterman, when she's getting her chances, she's not getting many of them, but she's been effective.
Maurer does a great job of running this offense. She as well will be a Findlay Oiler next fall. Right now she's worried about her senior year, especially this game, trying to finish it out in 3. There's Borchers trying to take a little bit off it, covered by Fort Loramie. There's Dries from the right side. Nice save by Kendall Monin. Scott from the back row, dug by Highcamp. In the middle, it's Rotterman. Scott has it. He'll go back to Carly for the kill, Carly Scott.
And that was a bullet down the line there. As you see the replay here, she has just gotten better as the game goes on. 4 kills for her in the second set. Now she's up to 6 kills in the match.
She's not a very tall girl, but she does a great job of jumping and hitting with authority. Served there by Kendall Monin. There's Dries. That will sail along. First, she wants to hang in here. This is their time. They have to make their run. They can't let this lead grow at all anymore. It's Kendall Monin trying to do just that. There's Rotterman and blocked. Sherman there on the block.
And Rotterman was trying to be creative there. The Raiders have to prepare for her a little more because they've let Rotterman beat him a couple times. Kate Sherman there on the block.
Kendall Monin continues to serve, dug by Dries. Maurer sets Dries. Tried to get a little too much on as that sails long as Coach Rogers trying to encourage his team as Russia has crept back in within 1. I believe as they have gotten 4 points in a row, 3 of them on service. And there's Summer Hoying with a big hit from the right side.
When we talk about Loramie's been efficient with their hitting, so we'll look at the replay here again. Nice little cross tape shot there. Players like Summer Hoying or Hannah Rotterman maybe haven't got the amount of sets that Mackenzie Holscher would or Jada Dries, but they've been effective every time they've hit the ball.
Grace Rose into serve, dug by Scott. Monin will set Sherman, and a big hit by, it's saved by Fort Loramie. Try Sherman again, dug by Rose. Overpass, no, it would call a lift on Maurer as she tried to prevent the overpass, and it's hard to get away with that with the top level of officiating we have around in this area. And Samaya Monin now serving, trying to tie this set. Dug by Holscher. Maurer chases it down. Putoff swings it. Kendall Monin with the dig. Maya Monin. Borchers through the blockers. And Russia has come back to tie it at 9-9 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
And you don't have to worry about the first pass as much if you're the Raiders. If you are serving and you're getting the dig, you don't have to worry about that first pass as much.
Monin with the serve. They'll set Putoff. Nice dig by Scott. Monin chases it down. There's Borchers blocked back this time. Covered by Sherman. Monin takes it over right away. They'll go to Dries. Nice job there by Monin. Kendall Monin will set. Scott will sail out of bounds. So good volley there, goes in favor of Fort Loramie.
And this is some good volleyball. You're starting to see the second set a little more evenly matched here. And now Ava Grudich, and you're talking the Redskins' key server. So how did the Raiders play her?
Dug by Scott. Monin close to the net. Did a nice job of keeping over as Sherman punches it. There's Holscher. Hammers it home.
And I'm sure Erin Watkins is going to be glad when Mackenzie Holscher graduates. She is a hard girl to stop at the net.
There'll be a lot of area coaches will say the same thing. Nothing against Mackenzie, but it's tough to strategize against a very tall and talented player.
I think that's a great compliment you can get there.
Yes. There's a former Minster basketball coach who used to say, Mike Lee, when you go to the banquet at the end of the year, you look at who the seniors were. He's like, don't have to worry about that person. Don't have to worry about that person anymore. It's glad to see him go. And there's Dries from the right side. Chapman does a nice job of chasing it down, and Ruschi stays alive on that. Maurer, wrap around, and again, the power by Mackenzie Holscher as the blockers were there.
It's just the amount of times I've seen that slide play run has been a lot. She has 5 of the 12 points, does Holscher, in this set for the Redskins.
Hit by Sherman, just a little long. And now Fort Loramie making a little bit of a run, opening up a little bit of daylight, up by 3.
And the Raiders got to stop the run here, right now. You can't afford Loramie getting up plus, let's say, 5 points. So they've had a hard time putting together runs so far.
Jada Dries with the serve. And that will go out of bounds. Give an ace to Jada Dries.
And that Loramie serving there, getting back in a groove, 3 points in a row.
She has now, I believe, 17 aces on the season. Junior Dries. Dug there by Chapman, and there's Scott is blocked. Ruschi's able to get it across, a little mix-up. And there's Holscher again. Monin to Chapman to Scott. Nice dig by Heitkamp, and Holscher in a narrow space to hit it, hits it right inside the line.
Getting better as the game goes on. 6 kills in the set as you look at the replay here, brought to you by Winners Quality Meats.
There's a replay and a timeout on the floor by Ruschi. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Grand Lakes Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. We are in the 3rd set. Fort Loramie's won the first 2. It was back and forth. It was tied. Now Fort Loramie with a little bit of opening up by 5.
Yeah, and the reason they are doing so well in this set can't be anyone else than Mackenzie Holscher. You have to look at her 6 kills, an ace, and a termination block this set for her. So she has been involved in over half the Redskin points here this set.
Dries with the serve. We were tied, I believe, at 9 and 10, but Fort Loramie has taken control as Ashley Scott is blocked. They'll go to Borchers. That will sail long. And Fort Loramie, it looked like Ruschi was playing the best volleyball this match here when they tied it up, but Fort Loramie and Holscher have dominated here, and there's another tough serve. Dries. 17-10. Fort Loramie trying to avenge the defeat they had early in the season and tie Ruschi with only 1 loss on the season. Pullman, that will sail long. And Fort Loramie trying to get to 10-2 on the season and 6-1 in the Shelby County Athletic League, as they have played a great match, as that will go out of bounds. Quinn Scholas Checks back in the front, into the back row to give Dries a break. It's Kate Borchers given the task of trying to get her Raiders back in, down by 7. Dug by Grudich, Maurer, Holscher, and there's a nice block by Scott. But Fort Loramie keeps it alive. Put off, dug by Monin. Chapman will set Scott. And that will go, I think she run into the net, or went out of bounds.
It was wide of the pole there, out of bounds.
And that was a great hit by Ruschi there, but a great job by Fort Loramie to still pick that up. Summer Hoying into the front row as Maya Maurer. Or check that, Jaden Putoff with the serve. Mon and Bowman, nice dig by Putoff. Shoulders chases it down. Putoff says, I'll bump over the third one. That's a little bit too much.
If the Raiders got to go, they got to go now. 19-12. They don't have any of their time to relax here.
Sophomore Simone Putoff. Dug by Highcamp. Over to Summer Hoying. Dug by Chapman. There's Scott. Nice dig again by Highcamp. There's Holscher. Wow, again.
And just putting the Raiders out of position. Every time she's touched the ball, she has capitalized.
Get another look on our winners meets replay. And as I said, this is the 4th match I've had the opportunity to see Fort Loramie. And of course, Holscher is always good, but she's taking it to a different level tonight, as has the whole team. Right now trying to overcome that loss that they had a good New Knoxville team on Saturday, and they've come back strong tonight. Ashley Scott with a nice hit.
I haven't said her name much, only her 2nd kill of the set. She has 7 kills tonight.
Let's get another look there. The senior finds a nice spot in the middle of the back row. She will go back to serve. Kind of the last stand for Ruschi here, down 20-13. There's Summer Hoying. And again, she hasn't had a lot of opportunities, but she's made the most of them.
5 kills now for Hoying in the set. I'm sure the freshman has nothing but a smile on her face right now.
I believe she started off the season playing JV, and she has worked her way up. Proved her game as she's gone along, and there's an ace by Maurer.
And it's all clicking for Fort Loramie tonight. You can tell this is an experienced veteran team and a team destined for a big, long postseason run.
Trying to get back to the state like they did last year is Scott, blocked there by Rotterman. Also Dries there as well. As into the game will be Kelby Dosick, number 7, another sophomore. Into the front row for Coach Watkins. Dug by Maurer. He'll set Scott from the back row. That will go into the net. And match point coming up here for Fort Loramie as Coach Rogers has to be happy with how his Redskins have played. They have taken control here in this 3rd set, and there's an ace. Maurer finishes it off. Final from Fort Loramie, the Redskins sweep the Raiders in 3, 25-18, 25-18, 25-13 on our First National Bank scoreboard. We will be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco. For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area.
I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Our bankers are working hard day and night to provide the support needed right now. Even while we're apart, we're proudly working together, with you and for you. We believe there's more, much more, to all of us than these tough times. We see acts of compassion and cooperation all around our communities, and we're proud to be a part of it. And as our family of banks come together under our Park National Bank name, we promise you, we're all in this together.
Hope you've enjoyed Grand Lake Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. As you see the scores on our First National Bank scoreboard, it was all for Loramie as they dominated start to finish. As we look at the final numbers with Mr. Brandon Coverman.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. And the stats really tell you the story tonight. 33 kills for Loramie compared to 20 for the Raiders. The big number that jumps out to is 11 aces compared to 1. We talked about how Loramie serving got Russia out of position all night, and that was the key difference in Loramie winning so big tonight. 8 blocks compared to 4 on the Raiders side, 4 for Loramie. So a big win and could put Loramie on the track to be champions of the Shelby County League.
They're at least co-champions as they both now have 1 loss, as they are now 6-1 in the Shelby County Athletic League, 10-2 overall. As Ruscio fall to 5-3 overall, 3-1 in the Shelby County League. As you mentioned, it was Fort Loramie from start to finish as they played. The hitting was good, the serving was good, all around a great game. Coach Rogers has to be very happy.
Yeah, and you know, I haven't watched Loramie as much as you, but it looks like that was one of their most well-rounded, complete games as a team. And this is a team that's going to make a deep tournament run. You just know they do. You always see them in the regionals every year. You see them at the state tournament in 2014, 2019 as well. This is a team that can definitely be up there with the contenders, up there with the New Bremans, up there with the New Knoxvilles, the Rushis, whoever. This is a team that's going to make a tournament run.
As for Forrest Rusci, it was, they're trying to still make their road back from being off for 2 weeks. Just never really got to go on today, but I'm sure there'll be better days ahead.
Yeah, and there will be. And, they've got to piece it together here tonight. They had some weaknesses that they got to work on in practice, and this is a good team that's going to come back and, again, make another deep tournament run. It's a young team, too. And we talked about you're starting 4 sophomores, you're playing 6 of them, you're playing a freshman as well. So that's some things they got to work out. This is a team, again, that's going to make a deep tournament run and has as good a shot well as anyone to make the state tournament.
Let's talk about our player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco. No surprise here as Miss Mackenzie Holscher was dominant.
Yeah, and if you don't know anything about volleyball, but you watch this game, you could tell you could tell us that Mackenzie Holscher was the player of the game, and no doubt she deserved it. 16 kills, 2 aces, 3 blocks for the future Findlay Oiler. She just dominated the game in every facet, and she is such a talented player. She's been a menace for opposing coaches for 4 years, and I know Aaron Watkins told me pregame, he said, I cannot wait for Mackenzie Holscher to graduate because she's so hard to game plan against.
So congratulations, Mackenzie. Congratulations to Fort Loramie Redskins as they win in 3 over Russia. For our NKTelco crew on camera tonight, Jonathan Box. Our producer tonight, Scott Robinson, assisted by Bryce Hamrick. For my partner, Brandon Coverman, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.